My name is Kelly Ricks. I am currently in the field of burn nursing. My history is I've been a nurse for 27 years. I was in pediatric intensive care for a while, then I did cardiac intensive care for a while, and I've in the last 10 years moved to burn nursing, and I love it very much. I happened into burn nursing. It really wasn't the field that I was pursuing. My family relocated to California, and when I got here, I was having a hard time finding a job. I'd been a critical care nurse for 17, 18 years, and I couldn't get a job. So I went to work for a company that put us temporarily in hospitals. And they asked me, really begged me, to go to the burn center because they were needing nurses so badly. And when I went there, the staff at the burn center just brought me into the family, taught me everything there was to know about burns, really gave me a new insight even into nursing. So because of that, I ended up staying. And as years went by, I ended up becoming the director of the unit, which is even better than just being there as a nurse. The thing I like the most about being the director of the burn center is I have the ability to, when I want, be at the bedside. I can interact with the patients on a daily basis. I have a lot of opportunities that some other people don't get. I wear scrubs to work every day. I don't dress in street clothes like a lot of people do. But I also have the ability to advance patient care. I can be a real advocate for the patient when I am in a leadership role, but I can also be an advocate for the patient when I'm at the bedside. And then I'm also an advocate for the nurses. They're my peers as well as my employees. So we have a lot in common, the way our structure works. I can't think of anywhere I'd really rather be. I get great fulfillment when I leave work every day. You know, I'm tired, like any nurse would be, but I really love it. We have the opportunity to receive a patient who can have more than half of their body burned, and we're having to treat them immediately, and they probably, for the most part, aren't even going to remember it or know it, whereas their family does, and that's a point in time where their family is really hurting. So we have that opportunity to be there for them and be their support, but we have the medical knowledge to be able to help their loved one get better. And then as their loved one improves, then we begin to build a relationship with them. Probably one of my favorite stories is when I was relatively new at the burn center. We had a young man come in who was burned over 60% of his body. And it was a new situation for me, but as a critical care nurse, it didn't bother me so much that of the burns. It was more of it's so crucial immediately. And this gentleman was our patient for several months. And he ended up leaving, doing fabulous, went back to work, has a full life and family. And about 3 years later, he came to our reunion party. And I immediately recognized him, but I had no idea if he or anyone in his family would remember me. And as soon as he saw me, he ran over to me and grabbed me and hugged me. And his wife did the same thing. And now every year at our reunion, I get to see them. But I remember every bit about his recovery. And it was really nice to know that he remembered that I had an integral part in it. We're a real team at the burn center, and it's something just I can't even describe unless you're part of it. And every situation in our unit is pretty much like that. There's a connection that years down the line, you're still being rewarded for something you did, several years ago. So it's great.